Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Saturday, September 13th, 2025, and we are back with our Saturday college football best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these college football videos every single day that college football is on, all the other major sports as well. Excited to have you all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results on Friday, one pick, one winner. Absolutely love to see it. And over 6.5, Colgate and Syracuse is an easy dub, never a doubt. Over 80 points. We got this done with like 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Absolutely love to see it. And two things I'm going to say for you guys here today, okay? Number one is if we go 3-0 today, because we have three picks you guys here on the channel, one of which is the biggest game of the day in Notre Dame and Texas A&M. We go 3-0 today. I'm giving away $100 cash or a week for members only. Someone who likes this video, comments her favorite play, and subscribes and follows the channel. But also our members have a massive day planned for them today. We have 10 total plays on our membership today, and you get them all, and by the way, all college football plays, you get them all for 30% off using code ZDM30 at checkout. And all of our members get our members-only best bets, which are our best bets every single day, which is profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you have a direct line to me. So any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game you're considering betting. And you get all of our bankroll management documents as well. So that way when you do win money with us, how do you grow it and take home profit month after month, year after year. I think the website is edmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the pinned comment below. And last week, by the way, just a little reminder, we gave you guys 10 college football plays last week, went 8-2, just saying. But let's get into the plays that we actually have for today. So the first play that I am rolling with is going to be Texas A&M plus 6.5. Excuse me. Versus Notre Dame. We're fighting today, as you guys can tell. Notre Dame may have had a bye week in week 2, which is weird. I don't understand why any team would take a bye week. Week 2. Don't understand it at all. But you know what's better than a bye week? When you're going into a big game, a bye game where you go up when you win by 22 points against an FBS team and you don't get injured. That's what happened with A&M, and I love the fact they're in groove, and the fact that Notre Dame has played one game since the national championship in January gives me a lot of confidence in A&M today. In the early season, what you need live in-game reps, regardless of who they're against. It could be FCS opponents, could be just low grade FBS opponents. Now, Notre Dame has had more a harder first game against Miami, absolutely, than Texas A&M has. But they've played one game since January 20th. Okay, they're still knocking rust off. And A&M is elite defensively, and that travels. Mike Elko's a great defensive coach. He's going to be able to have the boys ready to roll for this game. And Marcel Reed for A&M is a dual threat that's going to give Notre Dame's defense tons and tons and tons of problems. And Notre Dame also just refuses to give Jeremiah Love the ball for some reason, which is interesting. This game is mispriced as well. I don't understand how we're getting 6.5 points in the A&M with an SEC team. Plus, A&M lost to Notre Dame last time out. So there's going to be a bounce-back opportunity here because this game matters to both teams. Like I said, this game is very mispriced. 35% of the money is on A&M today, so we get to align ourselves with Vegas, which is really important in Saturday college football. So I'm going with A&M today, plus 6.5 versus Notre Dame. I love them in this spot. Next, I'm going with Alabama minus 20.5 versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin starter Billy Edwards is hurt, more than likely not going to play from what I understand. And their backup may not play either today, which means you have a third-string quarterback going in for Wisconsin, going into Tuscaloosa with a rabid crowd. That's not a good. That's just not good for like whoever the third stringer is. I don't even know who the third stringer is. Who got no reps. They're not going to fare very well. And also, one thing that's important to know is that public sentiment is very, very much against Alabama right now because they got smoked by Florida State. And the fact is, yeah, Florida State just dominated them front to end. But Florida State's a really good team. And just because they had a really terrible year last year because they had DJU as their quarterback doesn't mean Mike Norvell's not an amazing coach. It doesn't mean that Tommy Castellanos is not one of the best quarterbacks in the college football right now, which he is. He was great at Boston College last year. And the fact is that Bama is also in two ways. Number one, this is their first legit game since Florida State did curb stomp them. They also won 73-0 last week, so they have some confidence. Alabama also has a huge edge in the trenches on the offensive defensive line, specifically Alabama's D line versus Wisconsin's O line. They have a major problem when it comes to interior offensive line play, which is going to be huge for us as Alabama bettors. And obviously, they have a quarterback advantage when you have Ty Simpson versus whoever the third string quarterback is for Wisconsin. And Nick Williams will be back today, for the standout wide receiver for Alabama. He was dealing with a concussion last week. He's going to be playing today. Plus, DeBoer will have his team ready to roll. And I think when you get publicly embarrassed on national TV and you are a good team, the next team that you play that's a legit team, which is Wisconsin's a Big Ten team, Alabama's going to smoke them. I love Alabama here, minus 20.5. They're going to win this game by 30-plus points, especially being at home. And then I'm going with West Virginia plus 7.5 versus Pittsburgh. In the backyard brawl, take the fucking points, always. And I mean always. And neither team is that great this year, but this is a 3-point game literally every single year. And this will be a very defensive game as well. And West Virginia's in a bounce back spot after losing to Ohio last week. And by the way, we gave you guys Ohio in the membership plus 3.5, just saying. And by the way, the reason we bet that was, the Vegas was, we aligned ourselves with Vegas. Sharp money was all over Ohio. But here's the other part of this. West Virginia had the backyard brawl in the next week. So it's a look-ahead spot. They're not going to be in that spot here today. This is probably the biggest game of West Virginia's season because they're not that good of a team. And Pittsburgh isn't that good either. 42% of the money's on West Virginia today, so we're aligning ourselves with Vegas again. Also, I get West Virginia at home, and I'm getting plus 7.5 points, which is a lot of points in a rivalry game like this. So I'm going to take West Virginia here, plus 7.5 versus Pittsburgh in this game. Now, like I said, guys, we have 10 total plays today. So we have 7 more that are members-only best bets. You can get those all at zdmbets.com/picks for 30% off using code ZDM30 at checkout, so make sure you take full advantage of that. But guys, quick recap what we have. We have Texas A&M plus 6.5 versus Notre Dame. We have Alabama minus 20.5 versus Wisconsin. And then we have West Virginia plus 7.5 versus Pitt. So guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check those other videos.